reality TV is really stressful, and I love that you had such a good experience.
Yeah.
It's really stressful. You go from being an average, everyday person. I started in production. I worked for a production company, Creative Network Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina, who I'm still super close with this day. And we worked with like Thomas Tull from Legendary Pictures and all the big names, and would go to LA to film, and we worked in major motion pictures. So I was semi in production since I've been 18, so a long time. And then my sister went on Big Brother, Rachel Reilly, who's like reality TV royalty. So Rachel went on Big Brother in, maybe 2010. And she went to an open casting call in Las Vegas, Nevada. So open casting calls are a thing, even though now we are scouting on the internet and through people, because you really just you have to find so many people to put in your pool of casting. So you're gonna pitch thousands. I mean, when I do casting, even for Temptation Island, to help Rachel, I literally inbox, I'm so embarrassed, I'll inbox probably 2,000 people. I'm like, these people think I'm hitting on them. And I'm like, I am not. I am just because they're hot. And I'll be like, hey, what are you interested in a TV show? And some of them really think that you're just trying to talk to them. I'm like, no, seriously, we're trying to cast a show.
I'm dancing, 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 I'm dancing. Let's keep on dancing, well let's keep on dancing, well let's keep on dancing, well let's keep.
But so to piggyback off of what he said, your Instagram is definitely your portfolio. So people do casting through Instagram, and I go down, if somebody's good looking like him or Katie, I would first message you, and then I would go through all your following to see if you have hot friends, and I would go through all your friends and message them also. So a lot of times, a lot of the friend groups get the DMs also.
I'm dancing, I'm dancing, I'm dancing, I'm dancing, I'm dancing, I'm dancing, I'm dancing.
Anyway, how I was cast on Big Brother was because, my sister's reality TV royalty, and I had been on shows and working in production, so they're like, oh, your sister's perfect. Do you think she'd be interested? And my first degree is in sports management, but now I'm a nurse practitioner also. So I was working in sports and teaching yoga, and I worked with athletes, so I was not actively pursuing acting. I did do a lot of modeling in Charlotte, and I've always done modeling just for brands as a job, not to get famous. I never really had that bug of how he said you gotta want it, and I'm like, I don't know, sometimes I'm like, I don't really being famous really isn't the ultimate goal for me. I like to enjoy what I'm doing. So I love Katie and her mom, and I had fun at Fashion Week, so I'm like, if I enjoy the people I'm working with, that to me is the most important thing. So I like to like what I do. So some of the producers from Big Brother asked me if I wanted to do the show, and I was kind of hesitant. Then I said yes. Ultimately, I had to go through the casting process just like everyone else. I would say definitely be yourself. If you're going through any casting, you want to be 100% authentic, because they vet you to the core. They know literally everything about you. You can't hold anything from them. They do full background checks from the time you were born. Know literally everything about you. I mean, down to you go through psychological testing, everything. It's very intense. And Big Brother is a brutal experience. It's amazing, and I love it, and I'm so grateful for all the opportunities I've had from it. You're living in a house with total strangers for 110 days, and so it is a really wild experience because it's very emotionally draining. You're cut off from the rest of the world. In Big Brother, you actually don't have any reading material. You don't have phones. You do not get to speak to your family for So I was in the house for 110 days, and before the 110 days, you're in a sequester where you still are cut off from the world in a hotel room for a week before you go into the house. And when you're in that hotel room, you're literally like going crazy already. So I think they're trying to see if you can handle it mentally, or if you're going to check out before you get in the house, because you sit in a hotel room with nothing. You don't even have the TV or phone. Like, they take the TV out of the room, and so you're like, I did yoga 24 hours a day unless I was sleeping. So I think you were supposed to be watching, they gave you like a little DVD player to watch Big Brother, and I think you were supposed to be doing that, but I'm ADHD, so I'm like, I can't watch TV. I can't sit still for an hour, so I'm just like moving around. So anyway, I did Big Brother. I won America's Favorite House Guest. So I did win that, and I won MVP, Most Valuable Player, every week that I was on the show, and that was voted on by America. So I got voted like Most Valuable Player the whole show. I was on The Bold and the Beautiful, the soap opera, from CBS, like through Big Brother. So very grateful for that opportunity. I was also on a movie, A Million Happy Nows, which I'm very grateful for that opportunity. And then my sister and I competed on The Amazing Race together, which was really cool. But again, that was like, it was brutal. We were running like a marathon every day. So on The Amazing Race, you're literally running like 26 miles every day. You're not looking at the city. You're not like, sightseeing or exploring. You're there to win a game. And that's what we're focused on. So like, you don't eat, you barely sleep. Like, we would sleep for like 3 days straight, and then for like the next like 24 hours or longer, you don't sleep at all. You're racing. So we got to go to really cool places, but I would say it's like a preview, like where you're like, you just see a preview of where you would want to go back, because you don't get to explore the cities. Rachel and I finished like 7th, I think, out of 15 teams. And so Rachel got us out, by the way. Rachel was the reason for our elimination. She had been on The Amazing Race before with her husband. And so she won this bow and arrow competition on The Amazing Race. And so when we were on it, that was one of our challenges. And so I thought Rachel would do really well on it. So I was like, Rachel, you take this challenge, because she had done well before. And then she didn't get it. So we got out.